Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Dirty Little Secrets Club. I'm Dayna Pereira.
And this is Brimstone.
Brim, I got a busy 4 days ahead of me with Comic-Con this week.
Well, at least you're going, obviously, for those of you who are expecting to see me out there, I'm unfortunately not going to be able to go. I have some filming that I'm stuck doing, and I can't talk about the project yet, but I will as soon as I can. But yeah, unfortunately, I had to cancel my trip, and that really sucks because I was hoping to be hanging with Dayna, and I was hoping to be hanging with all you guys. So, but at least you're going. You're gonna have a blast.
Yeah, I am excited about it. It is my first time, so I'm excited to kind of like see what it's all about. But you know what? I'll come back next week and report back, let you know if I saw anyone cool or did anything cool, or if it just depleted my entire being and I sleep for 4 days.
That could very well be the case as well. It is absolutely draining, and you're gonna listen. You're going to be able to come and go as you please. So, you're going to enjoy it a little bit more, than if you were stuck waiting on all the lines and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, it is still a lot. We're very, very comfortable. What's the word that they use for the shoes? What do you call it? I can't remember what it is.
I'm like comfortable shoes. I think you
comfortable shoes, but no. There's a word it's a word like it's a word that's used, and I can't remember what it is, but shoes that and anybody else who is going who is not a tiny woman, I hope that you wore or wearing deodorant and so forth, because you do get pretty stinky in there. So
interesting. All right, deodorant check. I'll wear my comfy cowboy boots in there.
You go.
Check.
There you go. What do you call it? Listen, I always have a good time there. It's pretty crazy when when you're trying to move around the floor, because one, there's just so much to see. That's first of all, but two, essentially, for me, they're trying to escort me through, to get to wherever I have to go. But I want to stop and see things, but sometimes you just can't, I mean? Because there's too many people around, and you just. So you might be able to enjoy it a little bit more. People, if you do see her on the floor, please don't attack her. Please don't jump on her. Please make this a good experience. Because I know there are some of you out there who would love to meet Dayna in person, but please make sure that you are, let her first experience be a pleasant one.
Yeah. Let me go back next year.
Yeah. And hopefully with me.
Yes.
I'm so upset. I'm really so upset. Everybody that I spoke, are you going to be there? You're going to be there? You're going to be there? I'm supposed to be there, but yeah. And it's awful because I planned doing it. I spoke with you about this 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And and I'm just like, yeah, too much was going on. And then this, that, and the next thing. And then I've got this going on. I had to cancel all my arrangements. Yeah. I was just about to press buy, you know what I mean? And it happens. You'll have a good time though. You'll have a good time.
Think that we might have a special reply email that might be cheering you up today.
No, really?
Oh.
Who was it from?
Jalapeno Girl.
Yeah. Yes. Get out of here. Wait, who's reading? Is it you or me?
You can read it if you'd like. Yeah.
I can read it.
Jalapeno Girl has given us a little update on her lifey life.
I love my little spicy pepper. All right, hold on. Let's see. So she says, hey, you guys. Hey, how you doing? Hi. It has been forever, and I am still alive and well. I got behind on the episodes because I always listen to my podcasts in the car or when I'm sitting outside. Since school let out for summer, I've not really went anywhere besides vacation because I'm bored as fuck. Oh, I'm boring as fuck. So I've not listened to my podcasts. Oh, that sucks. Oh, let's see. And then, of course, it's 114 damn degrees out, and so no sitting outside lately either. I did just listen to the anniversary episode, and oh my God, I can't believe I got number one. I figured everyone had forgotten about me now. Update, still loving the jalapeno plate. Nice.
Yes.
And my little rose sex toy makes it so much better. I just rub the jalapeno on it and it sucks and vibrates me into orgasm in minutes and sometimes less. I love you guys, and I'm slowly getting caught up with everything. Oh, and just a tip. If you like spicy, get some of Mike's hot honey sauce from the grocery store, pour it on your partner, and suck it and lick it off. Pure pleasure, I would imagine. And no, I've not tried this because I'm still celibate, but I dream of it and thinking of coming out of celibacy just to try it. Oh, Jalapeno Girl, we love you. By the way, we use AR's hot honey here. I'm sorry, not Mike's. Yeah. AR's hot honey is fantastic. And no, I do not put that on my wife. But what do you call it? I gotta believe that, if you were going to use something, you want to use the right stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm a little wimpy when it comes to the hot sauce. Like, I like a little bit of spice, but too much, I'll be like crying and sweating and coughing all over the place, and that's just not sexy in the bedroom.
The hot honey, AR's hot honey, has the kick. But as long as you're just using it on the outside, it's not going to kill you like like it would if you heat it up. Because once you heat up any of that, it activates the whatever the hell's it is, and it makes it super hot. I actually did the other day. We went to Kickin' Chicken, which is over by us here on Long Island in New York. And he goes, Brim, this is what our second hottest is, because the hottest is just going to make you sick. You don't want to do that. I'm like, well, I should do it just to help promote what. He goes, you're not going to. No, don't do it. And I'm like, okay. And I heeded the warning, but here I am, and I'm not an amateur. Like I do the hot stuff, but it's been a minute because, obviously we've been in for the last couple of years. So I haven't done, a lot of the touring with my hot sauce people and all this other stuff. And so I haven't, kept up. So my tolerance is not bad, but it's not where it was. So that being said, I did an amateur move and I wound up going straight for the hottest first. And and I went and I didn't just take a small bite. I took a big chunkin' bite. And I was like, and I'm talking, and I made the biggest. So aside from the rookie move that I went the hottest first, I also made another rookie move and I got it all over my lips. And I was like, oh, this is not good. And I knew it. I'm like, oh, this is not going to end well. And I'm chewing it and the flavor was there, but then all the heat started rising. I'm like, all right, we're good. I still ate more of it and I was good. But at the end of the day, I will admit, I downed an entire milkshake just to get the heat out of my mouth. It was that hot. But I haven't had that issue in a long time. Like I've never, I'm usually really, really good. You know what I'm saying? So it was wild. But it was crazy. So
now imagine that on your penis.
That wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But the honey itself, that hot honey, it's got some stuff in it, but it's not that bad. But I wouldn't necessarily want to put it on anything. Like I wouldn't put it on a woman. You wouldn't want to put it on the nipple or areola. Other areas maybe. I wouldn't put it on the vajayjay or your schmeckle. I know that Jalapeno Girl enjoys that.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get a little bit of a tingle from it. You know what I'm saying? But eating it, you would not get have a problem eating it. It's not that hot. As long as it's not heated up. I'm not telling you go throw hot honey on your husband. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's going on, honey? Hey, but
honey, I need this for the show. Okay. I need to be able to tell people what happened.
Anyway, so that's great. What do you call it? So she's got her little rose sex toy. What do you call it? That's great.
Still with the jalapeno, just jalapeno girl. Like, what's up with the celibacy though? Is this like choice? Are you making the choice to stay celibate? Or, we need to get you more proactive so that you could do these tips and then report back on what you thought of it, since you are the spicy jalapeno girl.
She'll be our woman on the street.
Yeah.
Well, in the sheets, I guess.
Yeah. On the street and in the sheets.
On the street and in the sheets. What do you call it? Wow. All right. Well, listen, Jalapeno Girl, it was great to hear from you. So nice to hear from what's going on. And yeah, man, what do you call it? Stay in touch with us and yeah, let us know what's going on and give us more information, because I didn't know you were being celibate. Oh, is it a choice?
Yeah. Well, she did mention before that she was celibate for a long time. Remember, she didn't have orgasms with dudes. Remember?
That's because you're not having them with the right guy. And again, at the end of the day, well, here's the thing. It's like if the guy if you're doing it, you can. If it takes you longer to go, use a toy while you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you can play and play at the same time, like, and have him work it nice and easy while you're sitting and hitting your right spots. And it should be mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, take the time. It's obviously with the wrong guys. That's it.
And if you want, add a little hot sauce.
Yeah, throw it in there. Throw it in there. I listen. I don't want any hot sauce on my pecker. You know what I mean? Like that just does not sound fun to me. Matter of fact, and this is a true story, so I'll give you a dirty little secret.
Okay.
What do you call it? So in the days where I'd be out hardcore pushing, what do you call it? The hot sauce and seasoning lines, right? And at the beginning, I would make sure that a lot of people got to taste. So I'm doing samples, I'm talking, I'm whatever, and it gets on your fingers. You know what I'm saying? It gets on your hands.
Yeah.
And when you don't think about it, you don't realize it, and you go to the bathroom, even if you washed your hands, you still have the capsaicin in your fingers. And then you go and you touch your genitals to go and take a leak. And what do you call it, if you're a guy? And what do you call it? And it burns really bad. And you get that burning tingle. That's why I know for a fact that I would not want that stuff on me. You know what I mean? you know what I mean? Like, oh, let me just take a dab and stick it on the head of your schlong. No, thank you. I know what it feels like.
Yeah. Well, if I'm desaucing my mild chicken wings, then probably hot sauce isn't going to do it for me either.
See, if you did a dry rub chicken wing, right, and then threw some hot honey on it, you know what I'm saying? I think you would like that. I think you'd like that. It's not too crazy hot. It's mild and it's got a nice sweet flavor to it. You know what I mean? I really
want some fucking chicken wings now, by the way.
Me too.
Like,
yeah,
it's early right now. We're recording. It's 11 o'clock my time, and
2 o'clock mine.
I am ready for some food in my face hole, like right now.
There you go. All right. I guess, are we on to the next one?
Yes. Love you, Jalapeno Girl. Thank you.
Mwah, we love you.
I still have a key to my ex's place. Huh? We had been broken up for about 6 months, and I was still asking him to return some of my personal things. He knew some photos were important to me, so he would hold them over my head, saying, "I'll give them back if you go to dinner with me or give me another chance." So I waited until he was at work, and I let myself in and took my stuff. Haven't heard from him since. I left the key on the table on the way out.
Wow. First and foremost, I'm glad that he didn't call the cops on you. But what do you call it? You should have definitely not left the key on the table. Yeah. You should just taken your stuff and bounced, and then maybe mailed the key back after. But what do you call it? The fact of the matter is if you come in and you could say you had the key, but now you don't have the key anymore. But God forbid that he did call and try to have you arrested. You could have said, "Listen, I have a key. I had a key. It was, that my stuff was in there. I lived here for a little while, whatever." I'm not saying that you should go stealing anything from anybody, but if it was your stuff, do it the right way. But I would have sent the key after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one way to leave a message to him, though. Like, look, motherfucker, you thought you were going to try and get me back by holding this shit over my head. I now have my shit. Here's your fucking key back. Please don't ever talk to me again. Like, leave me the fuck alone. That's a clear message. Like, don't fucking contact me. I'm over you and I'm done.
And then she's going to call him in a couple months. Hey, you want to go get lunch?
She gets drunk. She gets drunk one night and she's like, baby, I miss how poorly you treated me.
Oh, come love me again, even if it's not so wonderful and I don't have orgasms. Oh, wait, different person.
Different. Unlinked.
Unlinked. What do you call it? By the way, I don't know. You see this shirt? New shirt from Fresh Clean Tees. They sent me a bunch of stuff. What do you call it? I'm hoping that it's going to make my body look a little bit better rather than lumpy. Because some of the shirts that I wear make me look lumpy. So they sent me some stuff. So I first wearing it here on Dirty Little Secrets Club. There we go.
Well, that's not, and you didn't have to break into anywhere and take it and leave a key.
I didn't. And I can still, you can see my boobies shaking. See, I can still pop my pecs.
It's too low. I can't see your boobies shaking. Oh, now I can see him.
There we go. That's called talent. Talent, man. It's talent.
That is pretty talented. I can't do that.
You should be able to do it. She's like, how do I?
Yeah. I have to like move my shoulder. Then it'll work.
Okay. On to the next. So the next writer says, I'm successful, loyal, been told I'm attractive and a good family person. I'm still single at 37 and it scares the shit out of me. I really want kids and a family and I'm just not sure if it will happen for me. I wasted so much time in relationships with the wrong people and I'm afraid I'll never find the right one. Oh, is this a guy, a gal? Who is this?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, listen, the right person's out there for you.
Yeah.
Don't go to the wrong places to find them. Don't go to bars and clubs for it, like, I mean, some people might be able to find somebody. Do you actually met your husband at a dance place?
I did. I met my husband at a bar. I feel like the thing that you should be doing is heeding those warning signs, though.
Yeah.
Like, instead of spending or thinking like, oh, I can get this person to change for me or whatever, let people tell you who they are. And when they do, believe them and then fucking bounce and move on. And, I think eventually you will attract that same person. And if I'm being honest, I know some people that didn't get married until they were 40 or have kids until they were 45. You're 37. You still have time. This is not like the end of the road for you. This isn't a death sentence for you.
Right. You have time. Don't worry about it. What you got to do is just take your time and you just throw it. It's just like plenty of fish in the sea. You throw it out there. You reel them in. And if you don't like it, you just throw it back in. Every once in a while, you got to club one and throw it back in. But at the end of the day, you can't fix ugly. You just keep going and you find, and eventually you're going to find the right one that's delicious and tasty and you're going to love it forever and it's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Maybe they're married right now and you have to wait a year for them to finally go through their divorce and then they're ready for somebody else. You never know what's going on in life.
What's wrong with you? God damn it. I don't know. It's true. I'm not going to deny it's true. I mean, it is true. I mean, look, I had a first wife, so I get it. You know what I mean? So, I'm with you. But listen, I am not a big guy for like apps and stuff, but apparently a lot of people like to use the apps. I mean, maybe you'll find something on there. Don't do like Tinder or something. That's for super hookups. But what do you call it? Maybe you'll find an app or something that maybe you'll like. I don't know.
And be really clear about what you want. I'm not saying tell the first person that you go on a date with that you're ready to get married and have babies, because that'll just scare them away. So, however, I do think that saying like, I am looking for a serious relationship, like I am looking to build up to a serious relationship, and I'm not just looking to like be the hookup queen/king. Like you got to kind of like weed out some of those people that are just on those apps to get laid.
Yeah, just glide on in, looking for love in all the right places, looking for love, so many faces. You know what I'm saying? Like, rock it, like walk in there with the stride, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all cocky like. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I listen. If you're looking for it, I don't know. Maybe you might take a look at yourself also and see why, what kind of things have happened in past relationships. Are you too
Yes.
picky? Are you too difficult in certain aspects as well? Again, I'm not saying that your significant others were great or not great. I'm just saying in
Right.
general, you just want to evaluate everything.
Yeah, a little inward reflection never hurt nobody.
Yeah.
Take a
Yeah.
look inside. Okay. Everybody can improve all aspects of their life. Like nobody is a vision of perfection. So wouldn't hurt to take a look inward and be like, all right, what's the shit that I need to own and work on? Good
True.
point.
True. True. Very true. I'm done. You want to move to the next one?
Yeah. I can't stop fantasizing about a threesome or swinging. I
Oh.
do it so often when I am with my husband during sex. We use different toys to pretend we are having an MMF threesome or MFM threesome. Is this healthy?
Um, it's not healthy, but if that's what you're interested in and that's what you're into, the question
Yeah.
is he into it as well? And if he is into it, then you know what I mean. Then that's your thing. Like me personally, I'm not into that. So I can't tell you, what's right or wrong or indifferent. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Well,
I,
I mean, honest, if it's a fantasy for you, fantasizing is healthy. Like that is a healthy
sure.
thing to do. So if your husband is jumping in on this fantasy, sure, I think it's a healthy thing to play out. Whether or not you wanted to take the next step into actually fulfilling that fantasy with another person might be a different aspect of that. Maybe the fantasy is the healthy way that you do it with toys and your husband, and that's the healthy way that you're playing this out. I do think it can get complicated adding another person to it, but if you're on board with it and your husband's on board with it, sure, exploring your sexuality, super healthy. Absolutely.
When I was, younger, in between something, I don't remember, how old I was, but I wasn't married at the time.
Hmm.
Actually, I might have been with my ex. I don't remember because it was young. I didn't do anything. I didn't engage.
Hmm.
But what do you call it? When I'm out and about, people invite me to places and bars and clubs or events and whatever. And
Hmm.
so, but it wasn't since I've been with Danielle, it was way before.
Yeah.
But I remember I was invited to a place and I had no idea that it was actually a swingers club. And what do you call it? And I was there and people were trying to get me in, like the women were trying to get me involved. And
Yeah.
I politely declined, what I mean? But I did pay attention to what was going on. And I was just like, holy crap, this is wild. I mean, doing like trains on each other.
Uh-huh.
It was insane, the stuff that I saw that night. I never thought I would see that in person. Of course, I've done crazy things, but not to the level of what was going on in this place. You're talking about at least 100 different people in all different areas. There were a few people like myself that were just kind of hanging out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like it was bizarre, all different ages, you know what I mean? Like craziness, and more women than men. What do you call it? Because the
Ah,
women they would allow in without a man, but the men could not get in without a woman. I didn't matter for me because the place itself invited me. I
so
didn't know. I had no idea.
yeah,
Can
there
you imagine my surprise?
talk about learning people's dirty little secrets. I was out to dinner before a show one night, and I'm talking to somebody that I had known for a little while, not a long time, but a small amount of time. And he starts talking to me about this, like not carnival, but like a Coachella kind of thing. But he was at a pegging party
Oh
where
my
they
god.
had like 150 to 300 people in a tent with just toys all lined up. And it was a straight up pegging party. Like,
So all guys sitting in.
No, girls.
I mean, girls
guys.
pegging, right? Because pegging is, I guess, the girl on the guy, right? Is that what we declared the pegging
I
was?
think pegging is just wearing the strap on and going at it. I think maybe I'm wrong about that. If listeners, if you know more information, write us and tell us, correct us. But yeah, so that was like a festival. That's what it was. A festival of like pegging.
Oh, how delightful. Let's just take a penis in my ass. Oh, fantastic. No, thank you.
But they were all into it. It was one of the best times of his life. He loved every second of it. Had the best time.
You know some weird ass people, Dayna. So I'm just kidding.
I know people with different experiences. Sure.
I can imagine. I can imagine how crazy that. Because I remember, like almost like it was yesterday. Like I don't see the faces, but I see like the movements and the body and the like, and you just go, holy crap! What the hell is going on in here? You know, like, so I can imagine the same thing if whatever the hell is your buddy was at.
Fascinated. I was like, tell me more. I'm like, did they clean these toys before they were like, I wanted to know every detail of it because it's so far off of anything that I have ever even imagined happening in the world.
Yeah.
So it blew my mind. I was like, tell me everything.
The thing is, like, how do you even find out about that type of a thing? How do you find out, like, there's going to be a pegging festival going on such and such a day? Or like, oh, well, we're going to have an orgy this day. Like, I mean,
it's the right communities.
Is there like a newsletter? Like, do you get a newsletter? Oh,
get an email.
Get an email, you know, does it come by carrier pigeon? You know, like, by the way, you know, something on this
flying dildo drops it off on your front door.
Like, how do you know? How do you find this shit out? Like, I'm so curious because it's like, you know, these type of things. The reason why I'm so curious is because, you know, a lot of this stuff is so, I guess they consider it so taboo. You know what I mean? Just like the like, I go to regular massage places, but you know, they've got, you know, the massage spots that do those happy ending things and you know, that other shit. Like, but how do you find them? You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to go, not that I would, but like, if I wanted to go find them, how would I find that? You know, like,
just like whisper them, like, hey, excuse me, do you do a happy ending? And then they punch you in the face and kick you out.
No, you get thrown out of that place, I would imagine. I know somebody who did something like that in one of them and got kicked out. You know, like, you know, why would you, you know, I don't know. It's like that episode of Friends when Phoebe's brother goes in and he starts grabbing one of the other workers. Is that what you really think that I do?
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, so just the other day I was Googling because my freaking TikTok engagement is trash. So I was Googling like how to get onto the TikTok algorithm, but all I had typed in so far was how to get onto, and you know how it like auto generates different things that you can look up. Right. This one auto generated how to get onto the black market. I'm like, what? Google's just like handing out information on how to get onto the black market? Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, and that's bad because then you get on like lists and stuff. Yeah, that puts you on like lists. Like, you don't want to be on those lists.
Oh yeah,
you know,
the FBI
like that
is flagging your ass.
Yeah, you need to be very, very careful about that stuff. You know, like, what do you call it? The dark web, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
the dark web.
Yeah,
you know, like you got to be very careful about that stuff because then you get put on lists. You don't want to be on those lists. You know,
I just wanted the TikTok algorithm. Okay, I did not. I'm not trying to buy a kidney off the black market. Okay.
Listen, I want to know if any of you know how to figure out where these big, you know, like crazy freaking orgy parties are and how to find out about them. We want to know here at the Dirty Little Secrets Club because you know, we want to be able to tell our kinky members where to go. That's it. And you know, I'm seriously curious of how the hell you find out about these things. I really am. I what do you call it? Like there's a place in LA which is not, it's not a sex club or anything, but it's like a metalish it's like metal, but like goth and like mixture of like a whole bunch of like different industry type music. And what do you call it? And everybody is like half naked and like things are hanging out everywhere. Which is, it's like a fetish club. What do you call it, that they've invited me to a million times and I haven't gone. I maybe one day I'll go just to see out of curiosity, but what do you call it?
Resource information for our listeners.
Right. But you know, like at the end of the day, you know, like that's taboo enough. Like not, I'm just saying in general, like for the general public, like how do you go about saying, oh yeah, well, we're having an orgy this day. Would you like to join us? You know, like,
you are cordially invited to our pegging party.
Right. Right. You know, like we're going to build a train with penises and vaginas. Would you like to join us?
The dress code is nothing.
Nothing. You must wear nothing. Or a hat, because it's going to be outside and sunny and you don't want to burn. Wow. Anyways. All right. So are we done with this one?
We are done. Yes. Okay. That was awesome.
I am going to move on to our last writer, who says, when my wife is out of town, I use all of her girly spa things. I soak my feet, give myself a pedicure, use her creams, exfoliants, face masks, etc. I won't do it in front of her because I'm a manly man, but I do look forward to her being gone for a couple of days so I can refresh myself. Okay. Listen, I'm a manly man and I will tell you straight up, I use all that crap and I'm perfectly fine with it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care who knows. You know, like I don't sit and do the face masks, but I will do the exfoliants every once in a while. And I have my daughter actually bought me a thing to soak my feet. You know what I mean? And what do you call it? I don't give myself a pedicure, but I do pay people to give me a pedicure, and my feet are really ugly. So I have to try to get my toes back to not being ugly. But that's gonna never happen, I don't think. Creams and stuff. Yeah, why not? Who cares?
My husband is definitely one of those guys that is like, he likes to take care of himself. I love getting pedicures with my husband. We haven't done it in a while now, but we should do that again. He uses creams. I'm always like, hey, honey, come here, let me do the under eye stuff. And you know, and he's the exfoliator. He is the guy that introduced me to like Epsom salts, you know, like into the bathtub to relax my muscles and stuff like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think it's manly or unmanly to use creams and salts, exfoliants, pedicures and stuff like that. Own that shit. Your wife might want to do it with you.
In many ways, more than one. Yeah. What do you call it? I was told, what was it, about 2 weeks ago at this point, last time I did the big photo shoot, right? I was told that I was the best smelling model they've ever had. Nice. And I was like, I'll take it, because I sit there and I make sure that I have on, the deodorant, but then I have the cologne on, and then, and I have whatever nice smelly Bath and Body Works, no free ads, sanitizer and, soaps or whatever. And then I have my beard stuff, which I don't have today. But I have my nice.
Do you have to like match your scents? Because you can't have like, like one scent, like orange beard stuff, and then like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what doesn't go with orange, but you know what I mean.
But they're different areas of the body. My hair. If you're first of all, if you're close enough to any of this, like then we've got other issues. But what do you call it? But
then
my
you better be my hairdresser.
Yeah, my hair. If you catch my hair is nice and clean, and then what do you call it? My beard usually, there's one that I love that I'm close to being out of, so I'm seeing if they can make me more, because it's a special one that they don't make right now, and if they can't, I'm gonna have another company make it for me. But what do you call it? It's like this it smells like maple and breakfast and delicious. And it's everybody who comes near me when I'm wearing it is like, oh my God, you smell delicious. I want to eat your face. And I'm like, okay, maybe you shouldn't go that far, but you can, but, and then I have, the cologne. I use Sauvage, that's not the only one, but I've been doing, to support Johnny Depp, I've been doing Sauvage. And what do you call it? But it's all different areas of my body. My body is all separate areas of the body. So I don't think that's a bad thing. If it's all in one place, that's one thing. You know what I mean? I get it. Matter of fact, sometimes I can't get the smell of my beard stuff out of my hands. So then I use the other smelling stuff just to get it off my hands. And then it smells like the other thing. And I'm like, God damn it. Yep. But could be worse. Anyways, what about you? So you don't care? You like it when Joe is
I love
nice
it. I love it. And you know what? Maybe your wife
girly,
might
man.
be like, ooh, he's showing his like other side, like I like it when I like to see him taking care of himself and doing those things. I find it endearing personally. So yeah, I say tell her. Although she might get pissed. How expensive are these creams that you're using?
Well, he could always buy more.
Yes. Yeah.
So no, it's probably at every holiday and every birthday. He's like, I got you extra this time.
Yep.
And listen, I have no problem with that. That's not even why keep it a secret? Because you're a manly man. Jesus Christ. You know what? You're more manly to be able to say, yeah, I like to smell good. I like to treat myself. Treat yourself.
That's right.
Treat yourself.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you want to smell good or look good or whatever? Damn, man.
And feel good.
And if you're a manly man, then guess what? Ain't nobody gonna say anything to you about it because you could beat the snot out of them. You know what I'm saying?
Be comfortable in your manhood.
That's right. And you're in your own skin, man. And anyway, so that's about it. What do you call it? That's crazy. We had a couple of good ones this week.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we heard from Jalapeno Girl.
Yes, I was just gonna say that I'm so excited that we heard from Jalapeno Girl. Of course, nobody forgot about you. You're Jalapeno Girl, damn it.
Now we need to stuff a little pork into that jalapeno. You know what I'm saying?
That right? Yeah.
We need to get a little stuffed jalapeno there. You know what I mean?
Listen, play matchmaker for Jalapeno Girl.
Matchmaker, make me a match. Yeah, I can't remember the rest of it. What do you call it? Don't want to embarrass myself. Anyway, I think that's it. What do you call it? Do you have anything else to say?
The only thing I want to say is, guys, send us your dirty little secrets. You can send them anonymously through our website, which is thedirtylittlesecretsclub.com. And also, as always, don't forget, first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Damn straight. Guys, make sure you rate, review, subscribe. 5 stars only, please. 5 stars only. And say nice things. We'd like to hear from you. That being said, we've also been charting again in Canada. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Greatly appreciate that. And we will see you again next week.
You think we want something from you, you got another thing coming.